The Houston Fire Department doing everything it can to keep up with the Delta surge. First responders are stretched thin. Marcelino Benito talks with the fire chief about what can be done to help.
More firefighters are sick with COVID. Calls are up. All of that, plus longer wait times to drop off patients at ERs, is a crippling combination, taking a toll on HFD and potentially impacting each and every one of us.
They are battle weary.
It has been a long 18 months for Houston firefighters.
It's essentially a sustained hurricane response, right, for a year and a half, and so it's putting a lot of pressure on our ability to maintain operations.
Chief Sam Pena says this latest COVID-19 surge is the worst one yet. 60 firefighters currently out with COVID, another 40 to 50 out still dealing with lingering effects from the virus.
Even though they're not positive, we don't have them available for staffing.
And that is creating problems because the work hasn't stopped. It's only increased.
We're definitely seeing an inordinate amount of calls, unprecedented number of 911 calls.
HFD now responding to more than 1,200 calls per day. That's a 20% increase, and the majority of those calls related to COVID symptoms.
The demand is really outpacing our capacity.
That's translating to longer response times when you need 911. The problem now worsened as paramedics also facing increased wait times, offloading patients from the ambulance to the ER.
Just a few weeks ago, we had a patient that was on our stretcher for about 5.5 hours. That's not good for the patient, it's not good for our EMTs, and it's certainly not good for the community that's waiting on an ambulance.
HFD has 104 ambulances fully staffed every day, but availability during peak call times in recent months has dropped to below 30% too often. Pena is asking folks to only call 911 in the event of an emergency.
This pandemic and this issue is affecting not only those that are sick or symptomatic with coronavirus, it's affecting everybody else.
Chief Pena says the department is strongly encouraging its firefighters to get vaccinated. As for all of us, the best way to help first responders is to also get vaccinated if you're eligible and to wear masks when indoors. Back to you.
Work for our firefighters. Thank you, Marcelino.